Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. It's been a while. It's been a while. It has. I didn't record Monday's video because of schoolwork, and I didn't record Friday's video because of schoolwork. Sorry, I've just got. So I found a map on Reddit while I was looking through it earlier today, and by earlier today I mean about an hour ago while I was on the toilet, showing a new map of the Middle East, proposed by an American colonel that just completely just ruins everything. Like, if you thought the borders were bad before, um, Free Kurdistan, Greater Jordan. Oh, Greater Jordan's fine actually. I mean, if you consider Tabuk Jordan, but Free Baluchistan, enlarged Azerbaijan, Free Kurdistan, the splitting of Iraq, but Kuwait still remains the same. I sent it to my friend. And she was just like, which is a great thing to hear. Anyway, yes, welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Let us continue. Their battle comes to an end. The two fought fiercely and ended with the disappearance of the Red Knight. Oh, that's right. I'm coming off the flashbacks. Or not. I thought it was the flashbacks. Forest ruins. Phrasing, Nasu. Now a shadow of its former glory, the reception room is in ruins. The floors are cracked and broken. Many of its walls have been knocked down. The stairs have collapsed and broken marble scattered across the floor. There's hardly a trace of the reception room's original form. Some might even say time itself had been stolen from the space. After such vast destruction, the scene bears no resemblance to what it was just 2 hours ago. A sculpture well suited to such destruction stands in the middle of it all. Standing over 2 meters tall, bears the crude likeness of a man as if roughly hacked out of stone. It hardly bears mentioning. This is Ilias Fel's servant, Berserker. The giant doesn't move. Its entire body is splattered with blood, with several holes torn through it. Not a single inch of the giant's body isn't wounded. Both legs appear on the verge of collapse to a massive gash on the neck, 3 arms practically hanging off the elbows, 4 something has pierced it from the shoulder to groin, 5 blood gushes from its chest, 6 its belly is torn open. Berserker is not moving, he will. It's clearly a corpse. The battle itself lasted less than an hour. The result unexpected. Berserker's master is beside herself. She should be picking up what remained of her prey, but instead she just stands there staring at the devastation. Her voice is a low mumble now. The battle came as a humiliation to her. Her servant is the most powerful among all heroic spirits. Maybe 1 or 2 could compete with Heracles, the most renowned hero of all time. And yet, some unknown archer defeated him. The Red Knight fought on equal ground with Berserker, and in the end even killed Berserker, which nobody else had even thought possible. And for that he can never be forgiven. To Ilya, it's as if she had just been stabbed in the heart by a passing insect. She prided herself on being the strongest master. For her to lose her sword, she was so casually trampled, must be unthinkable. The statue doesn't answer. It has neither the time nor the need to do so. Berserker stands still, focusing on healing himself. Even for him, this was an unusual battle. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. So long as the attack is not of the highest possible class, it won't so much as scratch him. As such, he rarely sustains any wound. In his own time, none could harm him even after he attained greatness. But here, now, he's been hit 6 times. Archer delivered 6 fatal blows. Each of his attacks was of a different sort. That is because even the strongest attacks won't work twice on Berserker. Strange as this battle was, the most truly bizarre part was, if Archer was a hero with so many different abilities, his identity should have been obvious, but even after his body was pulverized, Archer's identity remained a mystery. What was really surprising was how he carried himself in a way that seemed contradictory as a servant. A faint light flickers in the pupils of Berserker's eyes. For a Berserker, normal rational servant, would probably feel pretty bad about how this battle went. Whatever his identity might have been, Archer was a rare and formidable adversary. If only Berserker's sanity hadn't been taken from him, he would have fought to his heart's content and maybe even enjoyed himself. Ilya's voice echoes in the shattered hall. Whatever tiny embers of rationality might have been returning to him are immediately snuffed out by her voice. He's just Berserker now. His will is to overwhelm and annihilate his master's enemies. Berserker doesn't need to answer. So long as the wound doesn't kill him, he'll heal in moments. But to completely recover from this wound takes as much as 3 days.
そんなに待てない。もういいわ。今すぐあいつらを殺しに行くわよ。
Yes. The giant silently objects. It's almost instinctive. At least when it comes to a fight, Berserker has instincts similar to Saber's. He can certainly destroy his enemies easily enough. But if Saber has recovered enough that she can use her noble phantasm, that will be a different story. Berserker will not fall to a mere sacred sword, but there is always that small chance of something going wrong. His instincts tell him that he should be completely prepared before facing the servant.
何よ。5つもあれば十分じゃない。あんな奴ら、ゴッドハンドなんかなくたって敵じゃないもの。それとも何？ここまで私たちをバカにした奴らを見逃してやるっていうの？バーサーカー。そうでしょ？誰一人として私の森からは逃がさないわ。うん。リンとセーバーはバーサーカーにあげるね。殺すなりもてあそぶなり好きにしていいわ。
Ilya hops down from the stairs. She walks through the rubble to the exit without a moment's concern for Berserker, bloodied as he is. But suddenly, she stops as if remembering something.
さあ、狩りを始めましょう、バーサーカー。だけど、セイバーのマスターは簡単に殺しちゃダメだよ。シローには一番ひどい死に方をさせてあげるんだから。
I'm concerned. Ilya heads out of the castle, giggling happily. The sun is about to rise. Ilya knows the forest like the back of her hand. She won't have any trouble finding her prey, even if they try to hide. Her targets have only minutes to live. Oh right, it was an interlude. Thank you, r/Pyongyang. Okay, so I guess I should explain that one too. There is a subreddit called r/Pyongyang, which is basically the North Korea propaganda meme subreddit, in that it is a bunch of non-North Koreans, presumably because obviously, just making a giant meme out of literally anything North Korea does, which is utterly hilarious, but also remember that 25 million people are starving there. Where is it? It's a cat. What was it? Sorry, I'm reading the TV Trips page for Reddit memes. It's like Bad Apple versus Canada. Like the entire Osu community, like the Osu community, like animated, like highly animated the entire Bad Apple video perfectly. Meanwhile, Canada's failing to draw a leaf. Arkham posting. Yeah, no, that's just standard Batman Arkham. 2 cents, 2 whore. No, is it? Billions must. You've been banned from r/Pyongyang. Refers to an incident where posters of r/America invaded and vandalized r/Pyongyang subreddit with American series. r/Pyongyang completely shut itself off from public viewing and banned everyone involved. Now, anytime a negative statement about North Korea is made on the site, someone will. Yes. Alternatively, you are now a moderator of r/Pyongyang for positive statements about North Korea. North Korea is funny. You think you are funny, man. If we wanted to create a totally isolated, hermetic society, Northern Korea in the years after the armistice, it would probably be one of the best places to start. And I don't know why, but I'm forced out of the ruins. Tasaka kicks me out, saying that girls have to make some adjustments and changing and stuff like that. What is she talking about? Men have things too, you know? I lean against the wall as I grumble. I guess I sound like a sore loser, and that's exactly it. Be ready. remember that I try to shake off my desires. I can't think about right there. And if I keep lingering on my memories with Saber, I'm a dead man. More than anything, it would be rude to Saber. I made contact with Saber to save her. I shouldn't have other feelings for Saber. What a crock. It's such a pathetic excuse. I don't believe it. I can't forget what happened with Saber, but I need to for now. Honestly, I don't have time to worry about that kind of stuff. Our concern right now is how to fight Berserker. I feel like I should add more. I should be doing whatever I can. He told me that there at the end. I think back to Archer. I never warmed up to him, but every word he said stuck with me. I stare at a tree branch. There's only so much I can do. I may not be much help, but I'm going to do whatever I can as best I can. For starters, I snap off a nearby tree branch and try to find other tree branches. Tasaka's voice reaches me in my search. I head back to the ruins, carrying the branches I collected. Well, the only other problem is whether I can act in anything approaching no more on Saber after looking to her heart, however briefly. I guess I was worrying over nothing. Saber is her usual self. Unlike me, immature as I am, she's probably just approaching this pragmatically. Oh, yeah, I'll be right there. I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm so damn dumb, but the only one blushing over this, so I'm gonna do my best to keep my composure. Saber and I nod.
作戦としては単純よ。まともな方法じゃバーサーカーとは勝負にならない。勝つためには奇襲。仕掛けたのなら反撃させずに一撃で首を落とすのが絶対条件だと思う。
Okay.
同感です。バーサーカーと打ち合ったところで、あれには致命傷を与えられません。倒すのならば、打ち合いの外から消すべきでしょう。
Besides trading blows, he's saying we need to attack Berserker before we realize he's being attacked? Sure, I think it's reckless to go toe-to-toe with him, but that just sounds reckless. He's not the sort to just let something like that happen.
バーサーカーに気づかれずに近寄るなんて都合のいい作戦はやらないわよ。あっちにはイリアスフィールがいるんだもの。少なくともセイバーとシローの気配は簡単に感知されるわ。私は気配を隠せるから大丈夫だけど。
I don't understand the logic, but I guess I get the sense Ilya can detect me and Saber, and if Tasaka's the only one who can conceal herself, you're not saying that he'll be the one launching the ambush, are you?
当然でしょ。一番に狙われてるのはシローなんだし、この中で一番動きやすいのは私だもの。隙をついて後ろからバッサリやるのは任せなさい。
You make it sound so easy, but you sure as hell no, it won't be.
そりゃそうよ。だからセイバーに隙を作ってもらうの。セイバー、体はどのくらい回復した？通常戦闘ならば問題はありません。ですが、宝具の使用は避けるべきです。今の魔力では、おそらく使った瞬間に体を維持できなくなる。たとえ使ったとしても純度は落ちていますから、バーサーカーを倒せるとは思えません。ええ、それで十分よ。セイバーにはバーサーカーと打ち合ってもらうわ。もちろんシロも一緒で、私は隠れて様子を見る。イリアスフィールから見れば私はおまけみたいなものだし、いなければ二人を見捨てて逃げたとか思うんじゃないかしら。はあ、それはまあ可能性はなくはありませんが。可能性が低いならあげて。シローはイリアスフィールと仲がいいみたいだし、うまく話せば騙せるんじゃない？
Tasaka looks at me meaningfully. I may have some objections, but I'll hear you out. If I tell Ilya that Tasaka fudged, she'll believe me. She doesn't doubt what people tell her.
だとしても問題はあります。私がバーサーカーと対峙するのはいい。ですが、シローに同じことはさせられません。シローではバーサーカーの一撃に耐えられない。 誰もシローに殴り合えなんて言ってないわ。シローはセイバーから離れて後方支援。セイバーだけじゃバーサーカーを押し切るのが難しいから、危なくなったら助けてあげて。
バカな。シローはリンのように魔術に長けてはいない。援護と言っても何を。
それはシローが考えて。もっともバーサーカー相手だとマスターが介入する余裕なんてないわ。シローだけじゃなくて私だって手を出せばセイバーの足を引っ張るもの。それでも一人だって遊ばせる余裕はないの。シローが殺されればセイバーもおしまいっていうのは分かってるけど、ここはそうしてもらうわ。初めから賭け事みたいな戦いなんだから。
それはそうですが。
Sorry. I was yawning. Saber makes a face and falls silent. Since Tasaka's gone quiet too, she must have said how reckless her proposal was. I can't blame them for being worried. The night I met Saber, the night Berserker attacked, the only thing I managed to use to defend her was my own body. There's a strong possibility that we're headed toward a repeat of what happened that night. It's probably be best for me to distance myself from the battlefield. I'm not going to do so unless they force me to. I know. I'll try to think of something to support from a distance. Was it really that much of a surprise? I just have to support Saber from a distance, right? I'll come up with something. I grabbed the tree branches I gathered earlier as I say them. They're just the right length and exactly the right kind of flexibility. It's the first time I've done this kind of strengthening, but I don't think I'm wrong in principle here. Basically, I just need to layer my strengthening until it turns into something substantial. Besides, he had something like this, so I can use it as a reference. On top of that, magical energy's been flowing through my body for a while now. All I have to do is repeat my usual process. I analyze its basic structure and change it. I analyze the material's composition and reinforce it. Starting from the branch, my result should be his bow, but something's missing. I need to think of this from the standpoint of creation. If I want to make something as close as possible to the real thing, I need to envision everything I can about it, down to the smallest detail. I opened my eyes. The warp branch was the right shape, but something wasn't. It's not even close. It's ugly, distorted. You know, I can tell it will work fine as a bow. Now I just have to create an arrow following the same concept.
Shiro, 今の
Yeah, I think I got the hang of it after the incident with Shinji. You said it yourself. Don't strain your eyes.
そう。まあ手段ができたのはいいことだし、今はいいわ。話を戻すけど、
I don't think this will be a long
と
one.
にかく2人にはバーサーカーと戦ってもらう。私はあらかじめ木に登って上から様子を観察してるから。で、セイバーがなんとかバーサーカーに隙を作ったら、死角である頭上からとっておきの宝石を使い切ってバーサーカーを串刺しにする。作戦としてはそれだけの単純なものだけど。
Sokka turns her attention to us, checking whether we have any questions.
宝石というのはリンの魔術ですか。だとしても生半可な魔術ではバーサーカーの体には届きません。彼を傷つけるには最大純度の攻撃でなければならないのですから。
分かってる。要するに A 判定の攻撃でないとダメなんでしょ。
As she says this, Tasaka pulls several jewels from her pocket.
その宝石は
私が物心ついた時からために貯めた貯金みたいなものよ。これ一つで A 判定の大魔術を即座に発生させられる。10個あったんだけどね。一つはあなたに使っちゃったわ。
そうか。あの時の魔術ならば確かにバーサーカーは防げない。彼には私のような大魔力はありません。魔術であってもそれが A 判定ならば問題なく貫通する。
そういうことよ。本当は小出ししていこうと思ったけど、悠長なことは言ってられないわ。バーサーカーには特別に2つか3つは叩き込んでやるんだから。
Sokka puffs out her chest confidently. However, aren't you being a little stingy?
同感です。私が言えることではありませんが、 せめて半分使い切るぐらいの気前の良さが必要だと思うのですが。何よ、そんなの人の勝手でしょ。あなたたちね、私がどれほど苦労してここまで貯めたって思ってるのよ。
Saber and I protest silently. Tasaka's life depends on this operation too. We can't let ourselves fail just because she's being stingy.
わかったわよ。半分使えばいいんでしょ、使えば。何よ、言ってみただけじゃない。私だってそれくらい分かってるんだから。とにかく作戦はそれだけよ。あとは私が隠れられて、シローがセイバーの援護をしやすい場所を探さなくちゃ。イリアスフィールが来る前にいい場所を見つけましょう。
Yeah, we can't stay in these ruins anymore. Unlike Tasaka said, we need to find a place where we can all lie and wait for Berserker. But before that, I am saving this here because I'm tired and I want to go to bed, and I can save this all for Monday. With that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.